Hello, and welcome to part 9 of my RIPW Rhode Island Pro Wrestling save on TEW 2020. In the last episode, we had RIPW Summer Clash, which, as you can see on screen, was mainly positively received, so that's excellent. Now, today is going to be RIPW Triple Threat. So, if you just want to see what happens on the show, keep watching. We're about to cut to the show, and I'll go through the results and some of the thought process and stuff like that. If, however, you would like to see everything between Summer Clash and Triple Threat and all the thought process and all the decision making that I do, there will be a card in the top corner of the screen. There'll be a link in the description, or you can fast forward all the way through to the end of the video, and one of the end screen cards will be to go to the full version as well. So I'll let you make that decision real quick. Give you just a few quick seconds before we advance. Alright, welcome back, if you're watching the short version. So, starting things off with a couple of pre-show matches to test for tag chemistry. And this one is 4 of our 6 new guys that debuted last month. Only these 2 are baby faces, the other 4 are heels, so we put them up against 2 heels. Abysmal pre-show match. The 2 heels defeated the 2 baby faces. And AC Johnson defeated Violet Scroll with a roaring bulldog. Nice. 7, 10, 9, and 12 are the performances. No chemistry notes. What I'm looking for here is chemistry notes where I'm hoping to pair some people up and they get a really good chemistry note, and it's like, oh, future tag team. This segment was 10 rated, but it's on the pre-show, so it doesn't matter. So there you go. Next segment, another pre-show match. Much better. That's because of these 2, DeMarcus and Gray. They defeated the 2 other newbie heels, Leroy Orndorff and Osjami Ruiz, with a rocket launcher, as is traditional. 35 and 34 for those 2, 12 and 10 for the newbies, as expected. But a 27 overall rated segment. Not bad, not bad. Well carried, boys, well carried. And now I think we're into the main show, so let's crack on. Yep, main show starting off with a tag title match. The rematch, All Night Party challenging for the tag titles. They lost to Southern Comfort. Southern Comfort, however, won the match in 10 minutes 2 seconds when Hank Whitman pinned Stevie Stanley with a swinging neckbreaker. Defense number 1 of the titles. We got 25, 23, 21, and 25. So Hoss Hadley was the worst in this, I would say. But yeah, this got the show off to a strong start and got the crowd hotter. We'd love to see it. 26 rated overall. And Southern Comfort have defended against the rematch clause, so can move on to other things, it would seem. Next, we're going to have a promo with Moriarty Schnell. Actually, disappointing segment. 30 rated. Talking about his upcoming battle with Cowboy Buck and Jebediah. And he was talking trash about how those 2 couldn't coexist in the tag match. So they're just going to be too busy fighting each other, and he's going to pick up the win. He's going to pick the bones, as it were. Apparently he was poor improvising dialogue in this one. And of course, he got his catchphrase in, which is, everybody knows, bell to bell, nobody beats. No, it's everyone knows, bell to bell, nobody beats Moriarty Schnell. I think it's something along those lines. Anyway, so yeah, I've started a new storyline with this as well, which is the Legends Return storyline, which obviously centers around Buck Winchester and Jebediah. So yeah, 30 rated, not great for Schnell, but the best segment of the night so far, so, you know, can't complain too much. Next. 27 rated. Whole Lot of Marvin defeated Samson Sharp with a running power slam. And yeah, these 2 have been having issues around the tag issue as well. So the Southern Hospitality storyline was advanced. But yeah, nice clean win for Whole Lot of Marvin over Samson Sharp in just under 10 minutes. Samson Sharp 27, Whole Lot of Marvin 24 rated. I just realized something. I'm going to just quickly check something on the booking screen. Okay, if you're watching the full version, you'll know why I just laughed when reading that red text. But yeah, so Mean Gene Catley has called Brian Jewett and Zeke Cromstock into his office. And he says he's decided to punish them for these two men have both caused injuries this year. Zeke Cromstock apologized profusely when he caused an injury. I think it was on like the first show. Let me just have a quick look back when that was. Yeah, Zeke Cromstock broke Hoss Hadley's nose and got some heat for it. And then on the last show, Brian Jewett caused an injury to Moriarty Schnell's calf, and it was in doubt whether he'd make it to this show or not. But obviously, you've seen a promo that he's going to be defending the title, so yeah, he's back. But Mean Gene Catley wants to punish these two, and is going to put them in a tag team match against the Wrecking Balls, who are big, bad, and experienced as a team, as opposed to these two, who are not. This segment was rated 19, and Catley actually struggled going off script, which he doesn't normally. Anyway, next. Hello? Sure. Okay, so, in about that decent reaction from the crowd at Terrible Wrestling, Jewett and Cromstock defeated the Wrecking Balls in 10:03 when Zeke pinned Clubber Ball with an atomic leg drop. Now, this match, they've got zero chemistry as partners. Wonderful, good to know. But this match, Zeke Cromstock was booked to dominate. So, regardless of the tag chemistry, we're having the story here where maybe the Wrecking Balls managed to separate the two and they had really poor chemistry. But when Jewett managed to get the tag to Zeke, bam, man just went off. So, yeah. He got a rating of 13, which is abysmal. 18, 19, and 20. That's no wonder the whole match was 17. That's pretty trash. Pretty trash. But it is what it is. Anyway, speaking of things being what they be, up next, we had a bit of a promo from Zeke and Jewett where they basically apologized. And it says they improvised well, both of them. They weren't given a script. They basically both said, look, we don't ever intend on causing injuries in this, in this business. We're trying to win the matches and what have you, but causing injuries is not what we want to do. We don't want to cost anyone any money, like by having to miss shows or whatever. So I think it's a bit unfair that we're being punished for this. Then Son of Vengeance and Willie LaRue come out and are all a bit like, wow, you guys are soft. Son of Vengeance was doing badly, but Willie LaRue was like, vengeance here? He loves causing injuries. Like, what are you talking about? This is our bread and butter. And then they attack Jewett and Cromstock, laying them out, because they've obviously just been through a hard-fought match with the Wrecking Balls. And then, out of nowhere, the Sunshine Connection come out from the back, hit the ring, and clean house, making the save. Which is a 26 rated segment, and leads us on to this match. Son of Vengeance and Willie LaRue versus the Sunshine Connection. And Son of Vengeance and Willie LaRue actually pick up the win when Son of Vengeance pins Drew Danson with a Skull Crusher with a K, because he's cool. Son of Vengeance only got a 19 overall. Willie LaRue, 25. Much better. Rocky Weatherfield, as always, does well, and Drew Danson not doing terribly either. Lucinda Lush, as always, does some good work at ringside, but once again, Son of Vengeance to dominate here. That's the key thing in this match. Son of Vengeance is a very big boy, and he's very dominant, just like Zeke was in the last match. Anywho, 23 rated match, in case I didn't say. Next, now we're going to have Cowboy Buck and Jebediah interviewed together. And they're taunting Moriarty Schnell. They're saying, yeah, no, we didn't have good team chemistry. But this isn't a team match. This is a triple threat match. But we've been watching RIPW, Moriarty Schnell, and some of your behaviour has been very disrespectful and disrespectful to that RIPW USA Championship. So we have made a bit of an agreement here that one of us is going to win the USA title. Now, we will fight it out over who gets to win it, but we are determined that you will not retain here, which advanced obviously the storyline of these two returning. Cowboy Buck improvised well, Jebediah did not. So that's worth knowing for future reference. Segment rating 32 though. Better than Moriarty Schnell's promo, weirdly enough, when we're used to Schnell dominating the promo game. He got a 61 promo in the last show. So, yeah. Anyway, next segment. It's time for the match, and it's a 31 rated match. Decent. Moriarty Schnell defeated Cowboy Buck and Jebediah when Moriarty Schnell pinned Cowboy Buck while using the ropes to leverage. And I want to add to this, this is defense number 4 of the RIPW USA Championship, by the way. I want to add to this, I want to add that Jebediah hit his finisher, which we all know what it is, so I won't bother patronizing you by saying what it is, because obviously we all know what Jebediah's finisher is. But Jebediah hits his finisher on Cowboy Buck, and then Moriarty Schnell runs in, shoves Jebediah out the ring, and pins Buck for the win, and puts his feet on the ropes just to be an extra scumbag. Cowboy Buck 36 rated, Jebediah 39 rated, and Moriarty Schnell 28, but gets the win. And that's still, is he still improving? I think that's the same as he got last month. Yeah, same as he got last month, but still improving overall over the course of the year, which is what we want to see. Because I've got high hopes for Moriarty Schnell with his great promo skills and what have you. And I should bring your attention to Jebediah dominated this match. Like, Cowboy Buck looked strong as well, but Jebediah dominated this match for large portions. Like, this was a storytelling match as well, so the story was, obviously, Schnell managing to turn Buck and Jebediah on each other. So at first, he tried just getting out the ring and escaping from them, and they both, like, cornered him and beat him up a bit. But then Schnell, you know, acted maybe like he'd been beaten up a bit more than he really had, and then kept trying to, like, sneak wins, but then, you know, getting flattened by those two, and then they would fight it out, and then Schnell would try and sneak away, and eventually he did actually manage to do it. So that's the story being told here of how Buck and Jebediah, they're just not on the same page, even though they returned together, and they had a tag team match, which they lost last month, and then they've had this triple threat match, and they've lost again. So they've returned, and they've lost twice, always being associated with each other. So, yeah. Not going well for the returning legends. Up next, Melody struggled when going off script, damn it. 30 rated segment, had an interview hyping the upcoming singles match between Forrest Vatsloff and Hellion. It's not actually a singles match, but she focused mostly on Hellion. It also involves Warwick Good, because we're at RIPW Triple Threat, so the USA title and the RIPW title are in Triple Threat matches on this show. So the talk was about the Triple Threat match, but Melody really focused on Hellion here. And I've changed the name, you might notice, to this story. It's the same story, but it's the Catley's RIPW title obsession, and it's now based around Mean Gene Catley knows that being the RIPW champion comes with a certain amount of power, and he wants to be the only one with any power, so he wants to have an under-the-thumb RIPW champion, hence why he's currently got the project of Hellion, who has no desire to like do anything except beat people up, so he's not interested in going up against the manager. He'll quite happily carry out Catley's commands as long as he gets to beat people up. So yeah, 30 rated segment. 30 rated world title match, nice. Okay, and about that had a decent reaction as subpar wrestling, disagree, it's pretty good for our shows. Hellion defeated Vatsloff and Warwick Good when he pinned Vatsloff with a devolution bomb and makes his first defense of the RIPW championship title. Okay, I don't know why it's championship title, but sure. So yeah, let's have a look at the ratings. Vatsloff with a 29, so was Hellion. Warwick Good with a 24, which is a bit behind the other two, but quite a bit better than his performance in the last couple of months, so I'm pleased with that. Melody and Mean Gene Catley doing some good work at ringside, as always. And yeah, a 30 rated main event. So this isn't going to be our best show, I don't think, but it's not going to be our worst either. It's going to be middling, maybe upper middling. Anyway, there's still one more segment left in the show, and then there's also a post-show match. So let's crack on. So, Hellion's beaten Vatsloff. Vatsloff's down, and then he turns his attention to Warwick Good and starts beating him up. When all of a sudden, Diva Arnold comes running in and chases Hellion off, beats him out of the ring, and saves Warwick Good from a serious beating. So, this was only 16 rated, which I don't know what's wrong with these segments, why they keep being bad. But yeah, this is if you remember, Diva Arnold wanted the shot at Forrest Ratzlaff last month, and Mean Gene Catley said nope and gave it to Hellion, who then won it. So yeah, Diva's still got some issues in that department. Now onto the post show. Okay, decent, 21 rated. So we've got a 4-way elimination tag match. I didn't realize it was elimination, or I might have. I couldn't have had it go much longer, to be fair. But Diva Arnold and Zap Powerson. So Diva's just done that, and then maybe this all happens and Zap comes out to make the save because all these heel teams come out at the request of Catley or something. So it turns into a 4-way tag on the post show. But they actually win, the babyfaces, beating the Magic Boys, Rhode Island Scholars, and 2 Legit. Rhode Island Scholars were first eliminated, then 2 Legit, and then the Magic Boys. And we've got 28 and 25 from 2 Legit. We've got 25 and 24 from the Magic Boys. We've got 21 and 18 from the Rhode Island Scholars. And we've got 20 from Zap Powerson and 35 from Diva Arnold. And we do get the chemistry bonus, so there's no chemistry bonus for these two. This was, even though I've managed to wangle it into a bit of a, maybe into a bit of a story, this was really just a chemistry test for these two. Obviously we know how these lot perform because they've been teaming before, but yeah. So no chemistry, positive or negative, for Diva Arnold and Zap Powerson. Flack and Zephaniah, of course, always show excellent chemistry teaming together, which is lovely. And Kingsley Christopher and Yuki Brown are a tag team who get the tag team specialist. Lovely stuff. Right, so let's have a look how the show did overall. 30, which is, I think, our 4th best show, which is fine. I'm fine with that. It gained us popularity in one region, which is great. But yeah, so the last show was 33 overall, which was amazing. Summer Clash, that was our best show. Then we had a 31 at Ultimate Showdown and a 31 the month before. So even though it's not as good as the previous 3 months, it's still better than all the months before that. Destiny was 19. God, that's abysmal. Then we had 26 for Survival 5 in April. March to Victory got 28 in March. Rivalry in February got 28, and then Championship Battle in January got 26. So yeah, that's our 4th best show, and our 4 best shows have been the 4 most recent shows. So we're heading in the right direction, which I'm very pleased about. Now I'd like to give a speech. Now I don't know if I'm going to hype up the usual people, because I don't feel like the usual people overperformed. Jebediah and Cowboy Buck had really good ratings, right, in that match, so I might do them too. Yeah, I'm gonna do them too. I'm gonna say Jebediah had a good performance because he struggled in the promo, and Cowboy Buck had a great performance because he did well in the promo and in the match. No, because Jebediah did better in the match, I think. So there you go. And you know what? Let's just compliment that triple threat. Was that the best? It was the best match on the show as well. Okay, yeah, let's just compliment the triple threat. Even though it wasn't up to his usual standards, that promo, it was still good. So yeah, Jebediah seemed pleased. Buck seemed pleased. Oh. I have to click in the box. And Schnell was very happy. Excellent. Okay, so let's have a look at the report. Feedback has been mainly positive. The company has won many friends. Nice. We love to see it. We love to see it. And we've had an email. Oh, it was just to say that Schnell was fully fit and the drug test fees. That's fine. That's nothing I need to keep particularly secret. If you're watching the short version, it's nothing too behind the scenes. Yeah, Schnell was declared fit like the day before the show, just so you know. Or the day of the show. I can't remember. It was very close. But yeah, there you go. There's RIPW Triple Threat. Coming up next, another show. I actually can't remember what the title of the show is. Is it Clash of the Titans next? Might be Clash of the Titans. I think it is. But don't quote me on that. But if you hit the subscribe button when I next do a video of this, you'll find out. Bonus. And if you hit that bell, you'll get notified when I upload videos as well, which is even better. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. It'd be greatly appreciated to get positive feedback. And let me know in the comments any thoughts you had. Thoughts, suggestions, etc. are all welcome in the comments. I'm not saying I'll follow every suggestion, because I kind of have a bit of a plan in mind. But if you leave a suggestion, I'll certainly look into it and be like, oh, can I work this in? Or is this better than what I'm already thinking of? Or is it as good and I could easily swap it out and I might as well? Like, you know, I'll definitely be open to suggestions. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been EBEZA, you've been amazing, and I will see you next time.